Hey, what's up, team? So today I'm going to take you guys through a simple and effective pre-round warm-up routine you guys can do, whether it's at home or on the golf or on the driving range before your round of golf, before you tee off and hit some bombs. So what I recommend, I have a mini band and a longer super band in my bag at all times. Something super simple and effective. Again, this warm-up routine isn't going to be super goofy and have you kind of looking embarrassing on the driving range. It's going to make you look like an athlete and everyone's going to be jealous. So here's what we're going to do first. What you'll do is you'll grab your golf club. I'm just going to grab my super speed club. We're going to start off with leg swing. So getting those hips mobile, hamstrings loosened up and dynamic. What I'm going to get you guys to do, again, you can kind of pick your rep ranges. I recommend 10 to 15 a side. As you'll see, as I'm coming through, I'm kind of popping up onto that back toe to create some good kind of power and kind of vertical thrust for that hip, which we need in our golf swing. Again, I'll switch sides, pop it up. Again, try and get as loose as you can. It can be tough to kind of balance on that club, but you'll get used to it. Then we're gonna go side to side. So I have that club kind of more in front. I'm gonna open up and come across my body. So think of this as a right-handed golfer, backswing, fall through, backswing, fall through. Keep that foot facing relatively forward. Again, try and get as loose as you can through those hips. You're gonna get a little bit inner thigh, rotating across. And that's gonna help warm up that lower body as well. So once you're done 10 to 15, forward and back both sides, side to side both sides, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our super band. We're just gonna warm up that chest and shoulders. So again, if you have the mobility, you can even do something like this with a driver. But I like that as you, depending on your mobility through your chest, as you open up, you can kind of stretch it apart. Get a stretch to your chest, shoulders, biceps. But it's also going to start to activate those shoulders as well. So some of us may get a little grindiness through there, and that's okay. Again, I'm going to do 10 to 15 or 20 until I start to feel a difference. Sometimes I'll do a few reps. I get loosened up, so I grab in further, get more of a stretch, back and forth. All right? Right after that, I'm going to grab my mini band. We're going to warm up those hips. I'm gonna get that guy just above my kneecap. Some people put up too high, but you're not gonna get the same effect. From here, we're gonna think about our tripod foot. So push both big toes into the ground. You're gonna feel the arch of your foot fire up. Then you're gonna transfer that to the rest of your toes, and then shift a little bit of weight and find your heels, okay? From here, those of you guys who worked with me before, we've talked about our pelvic tilting. So tuck your pelvis a little bit, ribs down, and then I'm going to drive my knees out without letting my feet come up like this. Then we're gonna do 10 to 15 internal, external rotations, some band hip flosses. So internally rotate, externally rotate. 1, 2. Again, if my pelvis is in a good position, I'm gonna get a ton of glutes that come out of it, but really let the band do the work to work on that range of motion that we need in through our internal rotation and then external. So for us as a right-handed golfer, as that knee comes in like this, that's gonna be the same position that we're getting to in our backswing for the most part, okay? So if you're limited here in this internal, you're gonna be limited at some point degree in that backswing. So work on this to create some range of motion, but also some strength and stability through there as well. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't feel that lower body activated and moving kind of as well as it should, I kind of feel lost in my swing, especially when I start to add some speed, trying to hit some more bombs. Last 2 moves. We're going to do a pull apart good morning just to kind of get those postural muscles set up. You're gonna grab the band, you're gonna pull right across your chest. Make sure you're not shrugging, so I keep it kind of below that nipple line. From here, I'm gonna do a slight bend of my knees, see how my back stays straight. Come on up. I'm gonna squeeze my glutes and core. So I'm gonna inhale as I go down. Again, keeping that back nice and tight. Again, that's gonna get you into a better kind of setup position and making sure those muscles are warmed up the way we need. Our last one we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of put it all together. So we're gonna give those shoulders a little break. You're gonna go underhand, you're gonna pull that apart, you're gonna get set up, and then we're gonna do a full rotation of that backswing. You'll notice how my head is stacked right over top of my hip and foot, and then I'm gonna shift, find that big inner foot of my right leg, and then shift. 1, load, and then come through the other side. So you're trying to really post up on both sides. You can do this up against the wall as well because we don't want any early extending or swaying. So 1, 2, and I'm really feeling my feet engage with the ground. Obviously, That's gonna fire up my back a little bit, but by the end of that, I'm hoping that you guys feel a little bit more confident and stronger in your different positions. So just a few exercises once we go through this. It really only takes less than 5 minutes to do. Give that a go. Let me know how you do. And let's continue to make some progress and get after it. Peace.